So hi guys, this is Navdeep Singh Jilla from Delhi Immigration Services. Today we have Mr. Ismail with us from Mumbai, Maharashtra. Mr. Ismail has recently got approved for Canada's student visa after two refusals for Fanshawe College, and we'll just talk to him and we'll see what his journey, how his journey was like, and how he came out as a successful candidate after two refusals. So, Mr. Ismail, can you just tell us something about yourself first, about your profile, what you have done in the past?
Yeah, so I am from Mumbai. I have completed my graduation in May 2019. I have completed it from Mumbai University. I have done BCom. So I am going for business management postgraduate diploma, postgraduate certificate in Fanshawe College.
I think the interesting thing was you completed your master's, sorry, the bachelor's by distance
Yeah,
learning. You were not a full-time
yeah,
student, yeah?
yeah. It was a
And
distance education from
okay,
Mumbai
so
University.
yeah, so during the education, during the bachelor degree, you were working full-time, or how was the case?
Yeah, we can count as a full time, but I didn't show it as a full time
Okay, so basically you were involved in
because
some sort of
I was I was also studying part time and I was also helping my mother in her business part time.
in a family business. Okay. So you mentioned that you applied for a postgraduate diploma. So
Yeah,
the most interesting about your story is that you got the two refusals, but you still didn't give up. Yeah. So can you
yeah,
just talk us through those moments, like after two refusals or after one refusal, what exactly were you thinking, and what led you to believe that okay, you'll still get the visa?
yeah.
So what were
The
you thinking?
fact I
What were you
applied
thinking?
first time was online, and every document was perfect. Even the SOP was strong, and I applied, and I got rejection in 8 days or 14 days, I guess. And I applied second time. You supported me and told me to apply again, and this time you made the SOP and you supported me through every means, like emotionally and with documentation. And I applied the second time too, but unfortunately I got the rejection. This time I was very heartbroken and I was thinking of not applying again. And but I was going to apply third time because of you supported me. You told me that no worries, we will apply offline this time. And I applied offline on February 26th. And after I applied on February 26th, I waited on March 18. There was a lockdown. Then my file
Lockdown
got
thing.
stuck in processing, and on July 14, my visa showed as approved.
So
So
yesterday you got the great news that the visa got approved.
yeah, yeah. Yesterday I got the visa.
So during the journey, like I also noted that your parents and your mother and especially your brother was also supporting you. He was also
Yeah,
talking to me over the phone about so many things, and we discussed a lot how we gonna approach you further then. So I really want to thank him also to motivate me positively to never give up in that situation. So how's your family reacting to this? How's your mother? She must be really really happy.
yeah. Everyone in my family is happy. Yeah,
Mhm.
because we applied two times and got rejected, and we were not thinking of third time. But we applied, and yeah, we got the visa successfully.
Okay. So in the back of your mind, was there anywhere about the distance education? Like you studied studied bachelor's by distance education. Was that anywhere back in your mind while applying that okay this may backfire or these officers may object and it's a distance or something. So was there anywhere back in your mind like okay this may lead to the visa refusal or something?
Yeah, because I could not go regular college because of my family conditions and some I have personal problems. So I decided to do. I was not going to leave degree because I wanted to complete my education somehow or the other way. So I was also studying on distance education and completed. Though it was hard because I was not going to any classes and was studying on my own, and also handling the business. And there was a lot going on. I had never thought at that time that I would be applying for Canada. And after the last year, when I completed last year, and my brother told me that maybe now we are in a stable situation and we should at least try now, because the quality of the education in Canada is very good, and it can improve me, because I had a interest in business. And I had when I joined my mom's business, I took it in new level. And if I wanted to take it in another level, then I would need a good quality education. So that is why I was told by by my mom, and my brother supported me. And he told me that he showed me how many students have gone and what are the fees and all that. And he showed me the course modules also, that the quality of the education. And two or three friends we knew, they also told how good the quality of the education was, and how it can improve the uh, thinking. So that is the reason I thought like we should go on with that. Though
Yeah.
I had a percentage and distance education, which was we had gone to many other consultancies, and they would tell me that yeah, you are you cannot go with distance education to Canada, so you should just do masters here and then you should apply, I guess. Or there was no other option, or maybe you can go to UK by doing pre-masters or foundation course, which would cost me like 6 to 7 extra for foundation course, and which would be a loss, because I had no any other option. So all
Right.
this was going on, and somehow I submitted. I had chances, 1% chance, 99% chance was that I would get rejected. But I was like, let's take a risk. I had a backup plan, like if it was not going through, if Canada was not, then maybe I could go to UK, because there is another option. Like I had the second plan too. But if this would go through, because I had put many hard work, like from October I was trying for this, and I got in July. Like it was 6 to 7 months of depression, and all the support which came from my family and my brother, which got me through this point.
That was unnatural. I completely agree with that. So there's so many other students also who are sailing in the same boat. Like they've also got one refusal or two refusals, and they are somehow lost, and possibly on the verge of giving up on the dream of studying in Canada. So, what piece of advice would you like to give to them? Because you've been through that situation. I understand it's a heartbreaking. Then you mentioned that after the second refusal, it was a
So
heartbreaking sort of a
audio, I'm
situation.
not able to hear.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I not
Can
got
you
the question.
can you hear me now? Is it audible?
Yeah, lightly.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is there's so many other students also who are sailing in the same boat, who have got one or two refusals and somehow lost and possibly on the verge of giving up on their dream of studying in Canada. So what piece of advice would you like to give to them? Because you have been through the situation and you went through that heartbreaking moment when you mentioned that after second refusal there was a very heartbreaking moment, and that's very terrifying. So what piece of advice would you like to give to the students? So because you also persisted and you didn't give up and you got the positive response. So what piece of advice would you like to give to them especially?
So I would advise them that educate yourself, because in internet you have tons of stuffs that you can research and educate yourself. And I researched everything, like if there was any other option, like if there is option, what is the chances, and I researched and I educated myself and asked many consultants. But many of the consultants didn't knew what is the exact process, and they also won't tell me the process, exact process, what are the documents, how are they going to apply. And you, when I contacted you, you told me that we will be attaching the affidavit, and we would be FD receipt and all that, which was very crucial. And many of them, with many of the SOP, I also contacted one SOP writer. They just copy pasted and given me the SOP. So even I went through the internet, I searched how the SOP is written, and many of the things I modified or I sent it to you, and you modified. And even after that, after reading that SOP, I was not convinced that I will be, I will be convinced to give me a visa. So I thought that until I am convinced with the SOP, I'm not going to submit it. So I waited even after my file was ready. I waited for like 2 days just to finalize the SOP. And after you finalized, yeah, it's go okay. Yeah, you have written well written. You have highlighted many of the things, and okay, you can apply now. And then I applied. So not we have to be we have to not listen to other people's stuff. We have to educate ourselves, and also when we educate ourselves, we know who are the consultants who are telling us which is good, which is bad, what we should do. If they are telling, when I talk to you, I feel like, yeah, this sir is very genuine and he is telling every information. Even we haven't met face to face. This is the first time we are meeting face to face. We just talked in the
Yeah.
call.
So
So
I,
I
I,
would
I
just
agree.
say,
I agree with you because I
yeah,
believe the applicant himself knows much more about the profile than a consultant can come to know. So whenever we prepare the SOP, with you also I share the drafted SOP with you so that you can
yeah,
give us some inputs because you know more about the profile, some technicality or the other things as
yeah,
well. So your inputs can be valuable, which
yeah.
can be used towards the
Even I
obviously help
told
us
me
to.
my highlights, and you told me, yeah, you can highlight it in this way, how you can highlight it, how you can show your strength and justify your weakness, which mattered a lot because that was the main point. My visa got approved, not just by documentation stuff, which everyone does. If everyone has a strong profile, then everyone gets approved. But the weaker profiles, which which should be carefully done, which was the most important in my case.
So my last question is like, how did you come to know about us? Like you, somebody referred you, or how was the case?
Well, nobody referred me. I was searching the internet. I was literally scanning every video. I was watching every video of every consultancy. When I saw your video, it was genuine. You told me you were explaining in that video why are the refusals done, and I watched every videos of yours. Uh, and I came to know, yeah, this guy is genuine. And when I called you and I talked to you, uh, and I came to know, yeah, this guy is genuine, yeah, and the sir did be, was you were helping me and every stuff. Even though we had not finalized, you told me that you have to take this course. Even though I was not finalized, I was doing my work on my own or with others' help. But you were even helping me at that time, and that is why I came to know you from the YouTube channel of yours.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'm so happy for you that you have finally got the visa,
Thank
and obviously your persistence has really worked out, and you have the visa now. So many congratulations to you and your family. I'm so happy for you. Is there anything else would you like to add about the other students? Like they shouldn't give up in any moment. That's what I believe in, because I believe there's always a way out to satisfy the officer. Yes, I would also agree to that. Not all the applications can get approved, but if there's a possibility, I would always suggest you honestly that okay, if there's a possibility, we can do it. So it may take some attempt somehow, because there's a lot of human analysis and everything is involved. But still, if I believe, like I personally believe, okay, we can do it. There's a possibility. That's what I believe in, and you really supported me in that, and I thank you for that. Yeah. So, would you like to add anything about students who are sailing in the same boat again, or then we'll end the video?
I would just like to say, like, my profile was weak because only one condition, my distance and the percentage problem. But even though many of them, I called many of the consultancy, I went to many of the fair of international fair where many of the colleges came. I talked to many university that rejected me. The university representative, the colleges came, and I talked to many consultancy. Every time they told me no, rejected, and I why why are they rejecting? There is a hope. Like I had one hope, like it can get approved. I felt one positive thing, even though there were many negative things, like you would be rejected and many of the things. Even I had loan and all things, and I was risking the property of my family. So I had the faith in myself that yes, if I try it positively, if I can take, because I was ready. If it was rejected again, I was ready,
I think
but
I think
but I got
that's really
approved.
important because that shows that you are a bona fide student. You did your own research on your own, and you
Yeah.
learned a lot about the process and everything. That shows that you are a bona fide student already.
Even
So
before even before applying to the colleges and all, I completely drew a map. Like, if yes, what is the option? If no, then what will I do with my life? I completely made a diagram of my life. Like, what would be? I would not lose. Like, if I got rejected, it's not the end of the life. So I just
that's it.
made all things clear at start only, and I kept it in my mind. If approved, is good. If rejected, no problem. I can go on my with my life. I can do anything I want.
That's
So
incredible.
that is the spirit I want every child or every individual who are applying, because I know many of the friends in my WhatsApp groups, and I know many of them. Many of them I contacted in Fanshawe College students who are studying. I contacted many of the students there, and many of them gave me positive. Many of them told me, no, there is no chance you are getting rejected. You are getting approved. Higher percentage of people students also gets rejected, many of them, but we have to be positive. So that is what I will like to say.
No, that's incredible. I mean, that's really inspiring, I would say. For a lot of students who are watching this, they'll be very inspired by your approach at this age about your life, and that shows that you're one of a student already, as you mentioned. So I'm very happy to, uh, learn about it, about your personality. So great. Thank you so much for coming here and talking to me. It was a
Welcome.
great conversation. So all the very best. Many congratulations to you and your family once again. And in case of anything, you can again get in touch with us for any information or something like that. So
Thank you for all your support too.
no, you're most welcome. No problems. So it's all about your faith as well. You mentioned that you had faith in yourself. So that really works. The belief system is very important. It may take some attempts in some cases, but believe if you believe in yourself, and if I, as my understanding, if I believe that okay, we can get it approved, it may take some attempts, but we'll definitely get it eventually. So thank you so much for your support again, and thank you so much for coming and talking to me. I hope a lot of students would get inspired by this. So thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.